In today's video, I'm building the safest base in all of 99 Nights in the Forest. The base will be packed with defenses and designed to help us survive for as many days as possible. To do that, we'll need a lot of wood, so I've already started chopping down thousands of trees. Now, without any further delay, let's get started. So, on day one, my main goal was to upgrade my fire as fast as possible. Rather than wasting time chopping tons of wood, I went exploring in search of coal. Luckily, I found a good amount of coal, and before long, my fire was already level 3. And with that, day one was a success. On day 2, I went looking for a kid, and it was surprisingly easy. I killed some wolves, rescued the kid, and brought him back to the base. After that, I started upgrading my fire. By then, my fire was already level 4. I also upgraded my bench and bought some important items, including a regular bed, a compass, and a sundial. These items were really useful for survival. After placing everything in the base, I spent the rest of the night exploring and searching for fuel. And just like that, day 2 came to an end. On day 3, I went to rescue the second kid. I killed all the alpha wolves and successfully saved him. After that, I collected some fuel and scrap before heading back to the base. Once I got there, I dropped off everything, including the kid. The next day, I went out exploring and opened several gold chests. Luckily, I found a strong axe, which would make gathering wood much easier. I also discovered the location of the third kid. However, before rescuing him, I needed to upgrade my fire first, so I spent the entire day searching for as much fuel as possible. After gathering enough fuel, I finally returned to the base and upgraded my fire to the maximum level. After all that struggle, I finally went to rescue the third kid. I took down both bears one by one and successfully saved him. It turned out to be much easier than I expected. After that, I stored all the steak and morsels I had collected. Then, I grabbed some loot and headed straight back to the base because night was quickly approaching. Once I arrived, I dropped off everything, including the kid. Later that night, a thunderstorm rolled in. To protect myself from getting struck by lightning, I immediately placed a lightning rod near the base. Then, I finally went to rescue the last kid. As soon as I arrived, I spotted the first bear and quickly took it down. The second bear was nearby, so I dealt with it as well. One by one, I eliminated all the bears guarding the area. It took quite a while because there were 6 bears in total, but in the end, I managed to defeat them all and successfully rescue the last kid. After that, I collected all the food and headed straight back to the base. Once I got there, I stored everything, including the last kid. However, when I arrived, I noticed several cultists attacking my base, so I quickly fought back and wiped them all out. The next day, I went out looking for loot and opened several gold chests. While exploring, I came across a cultist base. Before I could reach it, I had to deal with a bear guarding the area. After taking it down, I attacked the cultist base and eliminated all the cultists inside. Once the area was clear, I looted all the useful items and opened every gold chest I could find. Luckily, I found a huge amount of fuel, which was exactly what I needed. After opening my final gold chest, I headed straight back to the base with all the loot. Back at the base, I placed all my fuel in one spot and cooked some stew for myself. After that, I went out and chopped down a few trees for the base. I also planted all the saplings in one area so I could create my own tree farm. This would make gathering wood much easier in the future and save me a lot of time. Then, I purchased a few farming plots to create an unlimited food supply and placed them near my cooking pot. After that, I bought the log wall blueprint and finally started working on my ultimate safe base. My goal was to build a giant maze that would make it extremely difficult for enemies to reach me. At first, I started placing log walls one by one, but I quickly realized I was running out of wood. To solve that problem, I chopped down all the trees I had planted earlier. Having my own tree farm made gathering wood much easier and saved me a lot of time. After collecting a huge amount of wood, I stored everything in my workbench and planted even more saplings for future resources. Next, I moved on to the second layer. One by one, I placed more walls and slowly expanded the maze. To be honest, at this point, the base was already looking amazing. Finally, I started working on the third and last layer. I left a small gap so I could still enter and leave the maze whenever I needed to. After placing the final walls, the entire maze was complete. And just like that, my ultimate safe base was finally finished. Now, it's time to give the base a few final touch-ups to make it look even better. First, I'll place a nameplate and call it the safest base. After that, I'll decorate the kitchen area with some fences. Then, I'll add a table and a few chairs to make it feel more like a real home. Next, I'll place some lanterns around the base to brighten everything up. I'll also hang a painting on the wall and add a few shrubs for some extra decoration. And with that, the base is finally complete. Here's the final look at my ultimate safest base. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. In the next one, I'll try to build an even more powerful base. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.